Welcome dear student. Today we will start a video with a new concept, that is chemical bond, and this video is related to class 8 science. So let's start with the video. So student, we saw that composition of matter changes during a chemical change and new substance having different properties are formed. So here you can see the burning of wood on the screen. So when the burning of wood burning converted into the ashes. So what happens? The properties of ashes are different from the wood. That means a new compound is formed and the properties are of a new compound is different from the original compound. And when this happens, some chemical bonds in the reactants break and a new substance called products are formed. Here you can see the general equation, a general chemical equation on the screen, that is when reactants are converted into the products. What happened in the reactants? Some bond breaks and while forming the products, new bonds are formed. So student, today we are going to learn about the concept of chemical bonds, that how bonds are forming, how the old bonds are breaking, how new bonds are forming while form a new products. So let's start. Students, let's learn about the chemical bonds. So before starting the chemical bond concept, let's have a look on the relationship between electronic configuration and valency. First of all, what is electronic configuration? The electronic configuration is the distribution of electrons of an atom or molecule in an atomic orbitals. Now students, we know that in atoms different orbits are there, that is K, L, M and N. So the distribution of electrons in the K, L, M, N shells are nothing but the electronic configuration. Now valency. So the valency of an element is related to how many electrons are in the outer shell. That means how many electrons are present in the outermost or last shell. So this is the electronic configuration and valency of an element. So student, here you can see the neon. So noble and neon is noble gas. So noble gases do not form any chemical bond as their electron or their last shell is completely filled, or we can see its octet or duplet is complete. So student, you can see a neon, the last shell is completely filled. That means in the last shell 8 electrons are present or octet is complete. While the atoms with incomplete electron, octet or duplet form chemical bonds. So student, you can see the oxygen atom, and in the last shell of the oxygen atom there are total 6 electrons. That means its octet or duplet is not complete with the 8 electrons. So these atoms can form a new bond with the other elements. So here you can see the example of a water molecule, that is H2O. So as the oxygen octet of oxygen is not complete, what happened? It will form a new bonds with the 2 hydrogen atom and a new water molecule is formed. So reason for this is that an atom uses its valence electrons during formation of a chemical bond. Moreover, on forming chemical bonds equal to its valency, the atom attains the electronic configuration of complete octet or duplet. So you can see in the water molecule, when oxygen reacts with the 2 hydrogen atom, its octet is completely filled and a new molecule is formed. Now let's learn about the different types of chemical bonds. So there are 2 types of chemical bond. First is ionic bond and second is covalent bond. So in today's video we will learn only about the ionic bond. Now let's understand what is a ionic bond. So for this, let us first see how the compound sodium chloride is formed from the atoms of the constituent elements sodium and chlorine. That means sodium chloride, it is a salt and it is forming by the atoms of sodium and chlorine. So for this purpose, let us see the electronic configuration of sodium and chlorine. So here the elements sodium and chlorine are present to form sodium chloride. So electronic configuration of sodium is 281 and the valency is 1. And what is valency? The electrons which are present in the last shell. And the chlorine, its electronic configuration is 287 and the valency is also 1. So how 1? The electrons are present greater than 4, that's why we will that's why its valency is 1. That means it has the ability to gain 1 electron. Now we have seen the correlation that the 1 as it has 1 electron in its valence shell. Valence shell is last, and the valency of chlorine is 1 as its valence shell is short of 1 electron to have a complete octet. Now on loss of valence electron from M shell, the penultimate shell L of sodium atom becomes outermost shell. Now penultimate shell means the shell under the valence shell, that means second last shell, and it has 8 electrons in it. Now student, you can see sodium atom, it is a neutral atom, that means here the partially its 1 electron is present in its last shell, so it will loses its 1 electron to form a sodium ion, that is Na plus ion, and after losing 1 electron its octet will complete and the electronic configuration becomes 2,8. Now on the other hand, this is a neutral atom, and on the other hand valence shell of chlorine atom contains an electron less to the octet state. You can see the last shell contains 7 electron, and on accepting an electron from outside, octet of chlorine is complete. However, the charge balance is distributed due to the addition of an electron to the neutral chlorine atom, and this results in the formation of an anion chlorine minus carrying a net negative charge minus 1. So student, you can see a neutral atom of sodium converted into the positively charged cation. Cation means positively charged, and the neutral atom gains one neutral atom of chlorine gains 1 electron, and it will form negatively charged anion, that is chlorine minus ion, and its electronic configuration becomes 288. That means it is completely, octet is completely filled. Now when the elements sodium and chlorine combine, you can see in the picture that sodium loses its 1 electron and chlorine will accept 1 electron, so that it form a anion and cation. So the and chlorine combine an atom of sodium gives its valence electron to a chlorine atom, whereby the cations sodium, that is positively charged atom, and anions chlorine, that is negatively charged atoms are formed. And due to the electrostatic force of attraction between opposite charges, that means sodium plus and chlorine minus, ions get attracted to each other and a chemical bond is formed between them, and the chemical bond which is formed between the cation and anion. So the chemical bond formed due to an electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged cation and anion is called an ionic bond or electrovalent bond. So between the sodium cation and chlorine anion, the ionic bond is formed. That means between the oppositely charged particles, oppositely charged ions. The compound formed by means of one or more ionic bond is called as a ionic compound. It's called as an ionic compound. Now student, here we can take the another example of ionic formation of ionic bond, in which you can see the magnesium compound. Magnesium element is reacted with the two elements of the chlorine. So you can see the outermost shell of the magnesium contains 2 electrons. So what happened, it will loses its 2 electron, and the 2 chlorine atom will gain that 2 electrons from the magnesium, and it will form, and magnesium will, after losing 2 electron, what happen, it will convert it into the Mg plus 2 plus ion. Why 2 plus? Because it loses 2 electron. And the chlorine will convert it into the Cl minus, so that they will accept 1 electrons each. So in between the magnesium cation and chlorine anion, MgCl2 is formed, and ionic bond is formed between these two oppositely charged ions. So here you can see the electronic configuration of magnesium is 2,8, and the chlorine before accepting it is 2,8,7. Now after losing the 2 electron, the magnesium becomes 2,8, and the electronic configuration of chlorine becomes 2,8,8, that is completely. Now another example of ionic bond is between the calcium and oxygen. So student, you can see on the screen that calcium, electronic configuration of calcium is 2,8,8,2. That means total 20 electrons are present. Now what happened, the 2 electrons are present in the outermost shell of the calcium, and the oxygen electronic configuration of oxygen is 2,6. So to attain the octet state, oxygen required 2 electrons, and calcium will loses 2 electron. So what happened, calcium will loses its 2 electron, and oxygen will accept the 2 more electron to complete the octet state. So after losing the 2 electrons, electronic configuration of calcium becomes 2,8,8, and the after accepting the 2 electrons, the oxygen electronic configuration of oxygen becomes 2,8,8. So after losing 2 electrons, calcium will form calcium plus cation, and oxygen will form oxygen minus anion. So due to the electrostatic force of attraction between these two oppositely charged ions, an ionic bond is formed. Take one more example of ionic bond between the two compounds, that is potassium and fluorine. So the potassium electronic configuration of potassium is 2,8,8,1. So what it will do, it will lose its 1 electron, and the chlorine, it will accept 1 electron. That means transfer of one electron between potassium and chlorine will takes place, and after losing, potassium will form K plus, that is potassium cation, and chlorine will form Cl minus, that is chloride anion. So due to the electrostatic force of attraction between two oppositely charged ions, the ionic bonds will form. So student, here we have finished our this session, in which we have seen what is ionic bond and the example of ionic bond in different compounds. So I hope you all have understood this session, and next part we will continue in our next session. Thank you.